You're welcome to our that has been scheduled, for 6 p.m. in which we go for the fashion CEO. My name is Lau, and I'm your convener this evening. I am the founder of Fashion 6 Business School, an online ABM coaching program, as well as online courses offering platforms where we help fashion entrepreneurs to build successful businesses. And I welcome you to this Facebook Live that is coming up shortly. Okay? Coming, that have been planning for this. And please, once you come online, indicate in the comment section so I can know you are here. Well, we won't be spending more than an hour together this evening, and we will be talking about business structure for the fashion CEO. And I have a wealth of knowledge that I believe will help us, excel better in our businesses as we implement the things that I'll be sharing tonight. So please do me a favor in the comment section. Please indicate when you are on. I can see we have about 5 people online right now, and I'm sure more people are going to join us. Once again, you are welcome to this Facebook Live for the fashion CEOs. Yep, fashion CEOs are a different breed of fashion who have a unique set of skills which are not readily available in other types of fashionpreneurs. So today I will be going deeper into how we can scale up in our businesses. My name is Lawaye Curtis. Once again, you're welcome. It's a pleasure having you here. Okay. The topic for today's Facebook Live is business structure for the fashion CEO, and it's a wide topic as it were. However, we're going to be shrinking it to bite-sized information you can apply in your business on the go. Okay, who is a fashion CEO? What is business structure? How does a fashion CEO come up with a business structure? Those are the questions that which we need to talk about, in this session. And I believe that by the time we are done, you will be poised to take your business to higher levels, and I will be glad to be part of your success journey. Okay, so we will be starting with who is a fashion CEO, then what is business structure, then how can a fashion CEO build business structure. So those are the things we will be covering this afternoon. That's a simple framework. I like to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, I hope you have your pen and paper with you, or your electronic parts, where you can take down points. Okay, so let's kick it off with who a fashion CEO is actually. Wow. Well, it's a noun anyways. A fashion CEO, that is a chief executive officer in the fashion space, that is a business owner, or better put, an entrepreneur who has founded a fashion corporation is a fashion CEO. That is, they are the chief executive officer in charge of growing their corporation, and building it into a system, or a system that they can leave to their children's children. And I'm sure that many of us who have chosen fashion as our pathway into entrepreneurship, we do not intend to stay stuck behind the sewing machine. We want to live businesses that our children can inherit from us, and that is why there is something called the fashion CEO. The fashion CEO is the one who takes on the responsibilities, the responsibility and the duty of building a corporation that lasts for ages, that lasts for generations. Now, there will always be different fashion CEOs for every generation of a company or a fashion business at that. And each person at the helm of affair is tasked with the responsibility of sustaining the business, making it profitable, making it grow until it can be transferred to the next generation that is coming after them. Our business, as it were, is an opportunity for us to meet the needs of people, offer products and services that can help people live better lives, and in return we are rewarded, right, with revenues from which we generate profits, to grow our business and pursue our dreams. So as a fashion entrepreneur, which for short is called fashionpreneur, you have a duty to grow that idea in your mind right now, or that small business that you have started right now, and grow and scale it to a point when it can become a full-fledged corporation. And by corporation, I mean an organization that is at par with established, corporations that you've known. Behind me is CNN. CNN started sometime in the 80s or late 70s, thereabouts, right? By Ted Turner. Today, it's a global organization. The children of the founder of CNN, they have a secure financial future, so to speak. Why? Because the founder has built a corporation that is standing. In Nigeria, here we have First Bank, a bank that has run for well over a century, and still going strong. Why? Because the founders and the chief executive officers that took over the helm of affairs in this organization kept systems and structure to make those businesses right of time. So a fashion CEO, in essence, is a fashion business executive, the one at the helm of affair. Now, I liken a fashion CEO to the cash flow quadrant in the fashion industry. Sometime last year, I created like a quadrant which I modeled after Rich Dad's cash flow quadrant, Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. So I tailored mine to be for the fashion industry, and I created 4 quadrants, just like Robert Kiyosaki created 4 quadrants. In his own quadrant, that is Rich Dad Poor Dad's quadrant, he said there is the employee quadrant, there's the specialist quadrant, employee quadrant, specialist quadrant, there's the business owner quadrant, and there is the investor quadrant. Okay, so I created a pseudo quadrant, but for the fashion industry, in which I started with the employed fashion professional. That is a fashion professional in paid employment, and then that's the first quadrant, equivalent to employee quadrant in the Rich Dad quadrant. And also I created the second quadrant to be self-employed fashion professional. That is the second quadrant. Now, started as an employee in a fashion house, now is a self-employed fashion designer, tailor, or fashion business, or fashion now. Our quadrant was the fashion business owner quadrant, which is equivalent to Rich Dad's business owner quadrant. Then fashion investor quadrant, which is equivalent to the quadrant. Okay, now I like keeping things as simple as possible. Most fashionpreneurs in our terrain in Nigeria and most parts of Africa, they fall within the category of the quadrants of employed fashion professionals and self-employed professionals. these people run their businesses from home. These people they are responsible for majority of the functions of their businesses. They are the accountant, they are the tailor, they are the cutter, they are the pattern drafter, the marketer, they are the salespeople. That is the fashion, the self-employed fashion professional, which are now called fashion solopreneur. Now the higher other quadrant, above these two, is the fashion owner quadrant. The fashion business owner, fashion entrepreneurs who have business systems to operations. Now they are not the one that does everything. They have staff in their employ. Most fashion business owners, they have staff that are on salaries, staff that they okay, and these people, they are always looking for ways to delegate their operations. Most of them started on their own. Perhaps you watching me right now, you are in that cadre, the fashion business owner cadre, where you started on your own and you grew and expanded your operations. You expanded your equipment. You expanded from working from home to running from an apartment, to now having a fashion house with staff and departments. Now you are no longer doing everything by yourself. As a fashion business owner, you'd realize that there's a lot of work to do. There are a lot of people that are dependent on you, and you have to keep the business growing and running smoothly. Now, in spite of employing more people, you find that most of the times you are unable to leave your business for a day or a week, because when you leave, things will just go. Everybody looks up to you, and you're wondering, when will I be free to be able to divorce myself, separate my personal life from my business life, so that when I am not there, the business can run and run smoothly. If you found yourself at this point, most of the times your income bracket will be usually at $500,000 in monthly revenue and above, $500,000. And you are wondering, why is it that I have to be there at smoothly? And one thing I've learned about fashion CEOs, that is people in the fashion business owner quadrant, is that there are a lot of things that you have in you that you want to accomplish, new things you want to do, new projects you want to push, but the demands of your business right now, the demands are so much that you hardly have time for yourself. So the question is, what do you do? And that is when business structure as a concept comes in. As a fashion business owner, with the title of the fashion CEO, responsible for making sure your fashion business, right, becomes profitable, stays profitable, and scales from 6-figure to 7-figure to 8-figure and above, right? You need to understand the power of delegation through business structure. Now, business structure from my perspective isn't the same as what you may find out there, because when we talk about business structure, we are actually talking about business systems run by real people who are managing different strategic positions in your organization, thinking like you, and being able to take initiative even when you are not there. Now, having the right people to work with you is a very, very critical element if you must grow a fashion business that becomes a fashion corporation. Now, Fashion business is a generic term, and it is best used in describing small businesses and small startups, small businesses and startups. But as your business expands and you need more hands to work with you, and you need more departments to be headed by competent persons, you begin to realize that it is no longer business as usual. It is time for you to scale up. When you scale up, where you are scaling up to is becoming a fashion corporation. Just like Facebook is a corporation, NTA is a corporation, DSTV, the corporation, CNN is a corporation, and on like that. So when you get to that critical point where you find out that there are more opportunities coming your way, there are more customers coming your way, but there is lesser time for you to cater to them, and they all want to do business with you, then it's high time you started building a corporation. You can build a corporation by building a business structure. When we talk about structure, essentially what's a structure? You know, if you want to build a skyscraper, right, you're going to have to dig a foundation, right? From digging a foundation, you have to fill the foundation with concrete and solid pillars. Now, the pillars will now be the structure around which you do what? Build your skyscraper. So the foundation is part of your structure. You know, the foundation blocks, they are part of building a structure. Now, for a skyscraper, using a skyscraper as an example, and you have to dig deep. So the process of digging deep is part of structure building. Now, filling the dug hole, with all the foundation, the concrete and the likes, right? That is still part of building the structure. Then when you have all of the metals, right, the metal framework that you set up, that the engineer set up right on the foundation, and around which they start building, the skyscraper, then we say there is a structure on which the skyscraper has been built. When a building collapses, they say there's been a structural defect. Okay, so in the same way, when you are building a corporation, which is this next level above just having a fashion business, you need to now appreciate the concepts of structure. Now, you may have heard people say structure. The truth of the matter is that structures are a combination of people, that is competent people with the requisite skills for the positions you have put them, and business systems. Now, how does the business system play in this whole scheme of things? You see, in any organization, there are strategic aspects, there are strategic sections to that organization that makes things work. Let's take, for example, a bespoke tailor. Right, which is a fashion house that is into bespoke tailoring, right? They would definitely need a sales unit, that is an arm that is responsible for their sales and marketing effort, so they can always get business. Then when customers gives you order, or gives the bespoke tailor, right, when customers give them orders like, okay, make this outfit for me, I would like to buy this and that, there is always the responsibility, the next duty, the next phase, which is making sure you produce the outfits that the customer wants. If you are into fashion accessory, customers place order, you need to produce. The production aspect of your business, that is another core area. So we have two areas that we've looked at: sales and marketing, and then production. Now you need people to be in charge, right, of the different processes involved in the production of whatever customers place order for. If you are into fashion training, you still need production, because you have a production team which is responsible for the curriculum and the deployment of the curriculum. If you are into any form of fashion product, fashion business, whether it's ready to wear or bespoke tailoring, you need a production unit. Now, the interesting thing is, when you start, you are the one that is in charge of the sales and marketing. You are the one that is in charge of production. As your business grows and more customers are coming in, especially customers that are paying your happy price, guaranteeing you profit, then it means that you need to expand. Now, you will definitely need another important department, your logistics department, responsible for the delivery of the products to the customer. Okay, what if customers are lamenting and complaining that, oh, this outfit you made for me is too fitting, is too tight, or is too loose, or I don't like it, I need it changed? Then you have a need for another department, another unit, which is responsible for what? Customer service. They are the ones that are in charge of follow-ups. I hope you can see how there's this transition, from one level to another in terms of the different roles and responsibilities involved in serving just a customer or more. I've mentioned the sales and marketing, I've mentioned production, I've mentioned logistics, but those are not the only things that you need when your organization is growing. You need an accounting unit. An accounting unit that is responsible for keeping the bank, keeping the books, which is called bookkeeping, right? And also activities like bank reconciliations, as well as trading profit and loss accounting, record keeping, inventory, invoicing and the likes. All of this, they are responsibilities that you cannot undo alone when your business starts making mid six figures. Mid six figures mean something from 400k and above. Ideally, let's just pick 500,000 and above in your business. At that point in time, the deluge of customers coming in, placing order, will not make it possible for you to do everything alone. Now, all of these different important areas of your fashion business that I've mentioned, for a fashion house that is into bespoke tailoring, or a ready-to-wear business, or fashion retailing business, or a training business, or whatever type of fashion business you're doing, right? All of these important areas I've mentioned, they require people to man them. They require competent persons to handle them. For instance, if you bring somebody who has no manners when they talk on the phone to handle your sales and marketing, you will be losing customers on a steady basis, regardless of how many people are interested in your product. Maybe you run Facebook ads, maybe you've done organic marketing, and people are making inquiries, they are trying to place order. If you have people who lack manners, or people who are not friendly with people, when they talk with people, especially on the phone, you will keep losing customers. And what does that tell us? It means that you have employed the wrong person in the right position. So there is always the fundamental aspect of getting it right when it comes to employing people to work for your fashion business. When you employ people to work for your fashion business, ensure that they are the right persons for the right positions that you are giving them. Okay, so that said, that is the human element in having a business structure. Now, what about the business system aspect? The business system aspect is where we now come up with processes. processes that guide the different units in your organization. I'm going to break it down for us, right? Please, if I'm making sense, indicate in the comment section. I can see we have a couple of people watching, but the engagement isn't that much, so I can't really tell who is who, if you are getting the points. But what I'm sure is that at the end of this session, you will be able to make the right decisions going forward for your business. Okay, so business systems, right? I said when you want to build business structure, you need to understand that there is team building, which is the human element, and there is business systems, which is the the non-tangible, intangible elements, right? Now, the business systems are managed by the people. So if you can get the right people working for you and you have your business systems in place, then you can watch them, guide them, so to speak, until they can do things the way you would have loved to do it. Okay, let me quickly explain business systems, because that's the central focus of our discussion this evening. What are business systems? Well, business systems are documented processes. So I'd appreciate if someone can, type in the comment section for me, so we can go back to the comment section and extract some of these points. Now, business, like I said, business systems are documented processes. Yes, when you document all the processes in your business, by documentation, I mean writing them down, then you have a business system. Now, your business as a whole has many important aspects that need to be manned by different qualified persons as your business grows. Now, if you want anyone you employ to do things effectively, to do their jobs effectively, whether you are there or not, you should have something like an operating manual that they go by, that they can follow, and they can also add to, so that when they leave your all you need to do is hand over those documentations for them to understand how you do things in your organization. So business systems in essence help you to document your organization's processes and build your organizational culture. Yes, that is what they do. Okay, so I'm going to break down how the business systems work, but I needed to give us a quick illustration so that we can have an idea of how business systems, how they flow and they operate. You must be familiar, right, with the different systems in the human body. Let's go to the route of biology now. Now, I like using biology as an illustration because biology helps to, paint pictures faster. While we were in secondary school and we took the subject called biology, we were taught topics like central nervous system. We were taught topics like respiratory system. We were taught topics like the reproductive system, and we were taught topics like the digestive systems. Now, if you can recall back in secondary school, you would remember that all of those systems had functions that they were playing in the human body. And for these functions to be well played, there were needs. There was a need for different organs in the body to come together and do what? Work together. Now, The beautiful thing about it is this: every of these systems were responsible for the functioning of the whole body. Now, for us, one of the examples I can paint right now is the skeletal system. Yeah, so the skeletal system, wow, I can see here looking at my second tab, because my phone is on the landscape layout, so I can't see the comments here. So on my second tab, I can see you guys are doing awesome, helping me with the documentation. Olarunke Agbale, business systems are documented processes. Thank you. Yeah, Adelabu Adeshewa, get the right people for the thank you. Doing Shonubi, my systems are documented processes. When all processes are documented, then you have business system. Thank you. If you want anyone you have employed to do things like the way you would have done in your absence, you have to write out a manual containing the things you do. God bless you guys. Man, you need to clap for yourselves. This is awesome. You nailed it for me. Yes, that means I'm making sense. Yes, like Benmuri Bruce would say, I'm only trying to make sense. Don't mind me, my table is cluttered here, so I'll be watching myself live at the same time, addressing us. You guys, well done. Thank you so much. Okay, so that said, your business has many important aspects, and all of these aspects are very critical in building your organizational structure. If you want to build a corporation that is running smoothly, do not forget what I said. You will need the human element, which is the team that you are building on the one hand, and then you will need the business systems that these humans, your team, will be managing for you. That is how it is done. Now, it's not a simple process like as it is, but that's the best way to explain it and keep it as simple as possible, because when you document your business processes, you need to oversee the people you've employed, right? Implementing this, improving the documentations, your processes and the likes. And when you can see that they are doing it very well, then you can start freeing yourself from the business a little at the instance. Free yourself from the business for 1 month, having to check on the business, and things will be running smoothly. Then you move to free yourself from the business for 3 weeks to 1 month, and then from 1 month to 3 months, then from 3 months to 6 months, until the time comes when you find out that you can be out of your business for a year and things will be running smoothly. All of this takes time. However, the journey of 1,000 miles will start with a single step, the first step that you take. Okay, so that said, let me now break it down using the different body systems. That was the explanation I was giving to commend all the comments that have been going on the comment section, in the comment section. Now, the first of them, I mentioned the skeletal system. Without the skeletal system, the human body cannot hope to stand firm. You can't hope to move around. You can't do many things without the skeletal system. All you will have is flesh, meat. Meat without bones. So the skeletal system is the framework on which every organ of the body is positioned, so that the lung does not leave its place and go and affect the heart, or the heart becomes choked right by the throat and the esophagus. That is why the eyes are able to stay put in their place. No matter how much they roll, they are still in their place, and then no matter how you try, you eat fast, how fast you eat, your tongue may occasionally be beaten but will not be cut off by your teeth. So the skeletal system plays its role in keeping every part of the body in place, as well as enabling movement, mobility, right? Good. That's the skeletal system. Respiratory system is responsible for us breathing. Without the respiratory system, you can't breathe. You will struggle, right? Now, the beautiful thing about the respiratory system is that it doesn't just start in the nose. There's the lung, right? And from the lungs, right, what other part do we use for the respiratory system? I think the skin also, we use it to breathe. Good. Now we have the digestive system that is responsible for digesting our food, and excreting those part of the food or whatever we inhale or we consume, from damaging our bodies. Then we have the kidneys, we have is it the bile? Then we have the intestines, yes, small intestine, large intestines, the rectum, that is our bum, our anus, right? For passing out waste from the body, as well as the skin, for passing out waste from the body. Now, all of these systems have their role. The systems that are responsible for reproduction, we all know them, right? They consist of organs. So from the explanation I've just given us, you can see that business systems actually mean a collection of different organs that are cooperating to perform a specific function. I'll retrace. I said that business systems the systems in the body, they are a collection of organs that are cooperating together, right, to achieve a specific function. The respiratory system is responsible for us respirating, breathing in and out, and that is the system that is responsible for us staying alive. The day you stop breathing, you're dead. Now, we have, the reproductive system is responsible for the singular function of procreation, so that we can do what? Procreate and keep the life force of mankind going. You have the digestive system, which is responsible for digesting everything we consume and separating the good from the bad, so that the body can be nourished to grow. Can you see how these systems are performing their functions? Pardon me for using examples like these, because this is the best way I can explain. We are not doing an MBA program that you have to sit for an exam. Even though at this level of business of fashion, we are talking about MBA level kind of content, right? The most important thing is the best way to learn is to use simple examples, So from what I've shared with you so far, you have an idea of how systems operate. So the summary of it is that a system consists of different organs coming together to perform a. Let me note it in the comment section. A system is a collection, right, of different organs coming together, working together to perform a specific function. Now, beyond the human body, we have the solar system, responsible for managing the universe. The sun is at the center of it, and then the stars, right? The planets rather. And each planet has its own satellite. The moon is the satellite for the, Earth, which is a planet which in its own turn is a satellite for the sun. Isn't that beautiful? Everyone playing their role. In your corporation, you have to build systems. It is non-negotiable. Did you get that? Building systems for your corporation is non-negotiable. You can't. If you want to have a business with a structure that allows you to live for any amount of time, and you can come back without fear that things will be messed up, then you have to learn to build business systems, just like the different systems of the body. That said, I would like to share with you the framework for building business systems. Can I share the framework for building business systems? So you'd help me out. If you are really getting value from what we are, the discussion we are having, please throw me a thumbs up, right, or a smiling emoji in the comments. I know that I still have your attention. Yeah, I like having an engaging class, right? If we were on Zoom, yeah, at least I could see your face. But on Facebook, you guys are watching me like you're on TV, you know. So I'm a broadcaster right now. You can only make use of the comment section to chat with me. Okay, so that said, I can see a lot of loves and a lot of thumbs up showing up. I like that. That shows that we are catching the drift. So guys, now let's break it a step further. You know, I said I would like to share with you the framework, right, for business systems. Now, I hope you can see that if you want to build business structure, you need to have the human element, which is team building plus business systems. Good. Now, the people are in the team building space. Those people there are the ones that will manage your systems. And I said a system is a documented process. That is, the way you do things, you document it. The way you do things, you document it. When you document the way you do things, then it makes it possible for you to handle that document to anyone in your organization, to learn from the experience that you've gained and the experience of others that have worked with you. Then they will be able to think like you, act like you, and do things the way you would have done it, or even better when you are not there. Good. Now, the aspect of making it happen, I would encourage you to join Fashion 6 Pro coaching program. That's where we are now building their systems in real life, yeah, in real time. Okay, in real time. Okay. Now, but then that small advert I've done. Let's continue, Joe. Okay. Now, the framework for building business system, right, is you understanding the framework of a corporation. The framework of a corporation. Now, I need to quickly break down for us what the framework of a corporation is. So, in your notes, I'd like you to have your notes, right? You can have your notes in your front, and then on a new sheet of paper. Like in my case, I have a new sheet of paper, a new leaf, right? And I want you to write Fashion Corporation at the top of the note, in the middle. Fashion, don't worry, I know you may not see, this is Fashion Corporation. I've written here in the middle, right? In the middle. Then I want you to now draw a line downwards, like I've drawn a line downwards. Then draw an horizontal line, like I've done an horizontal line. Yours should be neater than mine, because you are going to have to snap. In the comment section, you can snap. But if you can't, don't break the flow. Or maybe after class, you can, share. Because I like it to be as interactive as possible, so you can get a picture of what we're saying. Now, I've written a Fashion Corporation. Don't mind my handwriting. I write like a doctor at times. My handwriting is very sexy when you see it in real life. Okay, so now we have 4. Now you have that horizontal line, and I want you to break that horizontal line into 4 sections. Now let me show you the 4 sections I have made on my paper. Well, my mom was retired as a teacher in primary school before she passed on. Go rest her soul. So I have that in my blood. Okay, if you look at the screen right now, you'd see that I have like 4 different arrows pointing down, right? Now these 4 arrows pointing down, there are some things that we will need to put beneath each arrow. So I would like you to write beneath the first arrow. I think this is beneath the first arrow, yeah? The first arrow, I need you to write something. I need you to write in your notes getting the business. Please, I need to write getting the business here, and then beneath this second one I need you to write doing the business, and beneath this third arrow I need you to write running the business, and beneath this last arrow I need you to write growing the business. Did you get that? Here you're starting with getting the business, you're moving to doing the business, you're moving to running the business, and you're closing out with growing the business. Okay, you guys are doing MBA. You're in a real MBA class, don't worry. So I'll do my own exercise right now. So I'm going to be writing on the first section, which is getting the business. Then the second section is doing the business. You may be wondering, what has this got to do with business structure? You'll see in a bit. Then running the business is the third. Is growing the business. Now the key word here is the business. But there are some action words that we are doing, in your business. Now, please look at this screen again. Let me bring it closer. So I have here getting the business, doing the business, running the business, and growing the business. Those are the 4 callings that you have as a fashion CEO. We got that. I think I can rest easy. Yeah, I said I'll finish in an hour, but the way it's going, I pray to finish in an hour. So guys, there you have it. Getting the business, doing the business, running the business, and growing the business. Those are the 4 callings that you have as a fashion CEO. When you are in the fashion business owner quadrant of the fashion industry, of the cash flow quadrant of the fashion industry, your responsibilities are no longer the same as that of a self-employed fashion entrepreneur. You are no longer a solo fashionpreneur. You may ask me, how do I know when I'm in the fashion business owner quadrant? Well, you are in the fashion business owner quadrant when your income starts growing to the point where you need to have extra hands managing strategic positions in your business, so that you can have time, to concentrate on the future and do other things that will make your business grow. When you are starting out, you are on your own. You can afford to hire people, who work with you, and you pay them commission. You are just starting. You will get to a point when you can no longer sustain your business's growth on just paying commissions. Let me give you an instance. My content creation manager, Chibuzo, she joined the Fundamental of Fashion Business course back in 2018. She joined that course and she participated in the course where I was talking about different business skills, 6 core business skills that you need to have in the fashion industry. And then I remember then when we held those classes on WhatsApp, I had a plan. Please follow my story. I had a plan that the classes I was teaching on WhatsApp will one day become online courses that people go on my website to go and register and take on my website. At the time, back in 2017 and 2018, I could not for the life of me afford to pay for a website. A website cost at the time and still costs up to 150k if it's going to have a learning management system installed. So the only alternative I had at the time was WhatsApp. And that was the platform that all of my target audience preferred to use. So I stuck there, and it was profitable anyways, because when we held those classes on WhatsApp, Chibuzo will volunteer to help me extract the class notes and send to me as an MS Word document. Now, as a Word document, that is a file that I have of a class that I just taught. We later converted that course from Fundamental of Fashion Business to Fashion Starter. If you remember, Fashion Starter course. Now, Fashion Starter went on to have rave reviews, especially people who called and said that they were doing $1 million monthly, as $1 million naira monthly, from applying what they learned in Fashion Starter. I mean, that blew my mind. I mean, a 3,000 naira course at the time, which is now 20K anyways, by the way, when you get on my website. By then, as of then, 2018, yes, and early 2019, it was 3,000. I ran 6 batches of Fashion Starter course every 2 months. So even as we speak right now, it means that I have 6 sets of Word document files on all of the 6 topics taught in Fashion Starter. That is much. That is deep. Now, those documented files, right? When I was capable financially, I was now financially capable to own a website that has a learning management system embedded. I uploaded the Fashion Starter course materials, those Word document converted to PDF. I uploaded them on the website and they've become an online course. What have I been able to do? I've been able to document my process of teaching, branding, personal branding, online marketing, customer retention, pricing, business planning, and customer acquisition. I've been able to document all those notes, all those classes I taught, then went to upload on my site as a structured online course that you can take in 8 weeks. That is how a business system works. So now, the Fashion Starter course that I could have been laboring to retake every other time as a WhatsApp class, which was very laborious, is now structured as an online course. So the online course, Fashion Starter, is now my system for teaching fashion entrepreneurs how to lay a solid foundation for their business's growth. And then to buy it is 20K. But when I was teaching it on WhatsApp, the value wasn't that big, so we could only sell at 3K. That is the power of building a business system. I hope you got my drift. Okay, so having said that, the 4 arrows I told you to draw and the 4 points I listed, right, I said they are your calling in your business when you want to build a corporation, a structured corporation. So your business, any fashion business you run, or any type of business at all, because the class I'm having today cuts across any industry. So in case you have a different business, another business from fashion, that means maybe you have another business that you do alongside your fashion business, you can apply the same principles. Now, there are 4 duties that you perform, or you and your team perform in your organization, in your corporation. The first of them is that you do what? You get the business. Getting the business has to do with all the activities you engage in to get people to buy from you. People to do what? Give you business to do. So when people give you business, that means they have bought from you. Until you get customers, you are not getting the business. You don't have business. You have to get the business. So getting the business from your customers, that is, they pay you to do something for them, that is getting the business. That's your first calling. If you abrogate this calling and you go after other parts of your business without focusing on this aspect, you will be broke faster than you can say Jack Robinson. So getting the business is your calling till the day you shut that business, or you sell that business, or you retire from that business and hand over to the next generation. It is not your staff that is responsible for getting the business. You must be the general at the forefront of getting the business. That is why CEOs of banks, they also have sales targets. Thank you. Having said that, the second calling that you have is doing the business. That is you and the team that you have raised, the team of people you raised. You do what? You need to do the business. So they've paid you, customers have paid you, you've issued invoice, you have to deliver. So everything that you do to deliver comes under doing the business. When you do the business right, when you do it well, when you do it satisfactorily, customers will be elated, will be excited enough to want to recommend you to others like them who can pay your happy price. Now, when they keep doing that, this first function of getting the business keeps increasing. You keep getting more business as you keep satisfying the customers, right? By doing what? Delivering, which is doing the business, right? As you keep doing the business, keep satisfying them, keep getting rave reviews, you keep getting more business. Can you see how it flows? Getting the business, doing the business leads to getting more business. Now, as you are getting more business and you are doing more business in terms of sales, the deal is you need to run the business. Yes, sorry, this is the third one. Run the business. Otherwise, you can make a lot of money and squander it, end up broke. You can make a lot of money and make simple mistakes of overpaying your staff, and then you go broke. You can make a lot of money and then, rather than reinvest to expand the business, you go and invest in some other businesses, thinking that now you are making money so you can invest and tie your money down in something else so they can fetch more money from you. For you may end up shooting yourself in the foot. Running the business is your third calling, and you have to run it efficiently. Many of us would rather be running the business than getting the business. That is one of the problems that we have that is causing us trouble. Many of us think like operations people. Operations people don't know jack about how the money comes in, but they know everything about running everybody up and down and acting like the bosses. You don't want to be stuck in the running the business space. You don't want to be. The last place, when you run the business well, your profit will rise. Your business will expand. Your customer base will expand. Your profit margins your profits will expand, will increase. You would have a large pool of funds to invest, either in your business or to expand. Of recent, I was talking to a lady whom I so much appreciate her talent for business, right? She's into gizzard business, and I told her like, oh, okay, food business, packaging of gizzards and the like. I'm like, okay, I have some funds that I can pump that will give you, and you make our money, your money, my money work for me with you. You can turn over the money 3 times, and in 3 months, give me back some returns, and then I reinvest again until your business expands. She has a big prospect, and I'm able to say that because I've not spent all the money we've been earning, we've been saving, right? Good. So guys, when you run your business well, you get to a point where you can now grow the business. You can grow the business in different dimensions. You can grow the business by selling it. Yes, selling it and diversifying the profit you make from selling your business. And when we say selling, you are selling in billions. You're selling in hundreds of millions. I'm not talking about publish 10 million, 20 million. I'm talking about hundreds of millions, billions, that people will like, we want to buy your fashion corporation. They don't buy fashion business, they buy fashion corporations. Hope you get that. They buy corporations, they don't buy just business. Now, you can either sell your business or you can turn your business into a franchise. You all know about Vlisco Fashion, right? Vlisco, they make textile, right? Vlisco. You know, iTarget, yeah, or Highlight also. Then you know Patrick Anyoski. Yeah, those guys are franchises. That is people who come to buy and produce exactly like these guys produce. So you can buy a franchise. Yeah. Fashion businesses are franchises, please. We will get there. That's where we are heading to. When you get to the point where you are now running your business as a franchise, then you are entering into the space of fashion investors. We will get there. The vision is to raise billionaires in the fashion industry. That's why we are laying this foundation. I hope you get my drift. Good. So that said, you can also grow your business, right, by expanding your base. Yes, and maybe you expand into other types of fashion business. You start with one and you expand into others, or you become a conglomerate. There is no limit to what you can do to grow your business, because business that is not growing is a dead business. Now, having said all of this, right, if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section so I can weave it into the conversation. But so far, from all I've said, I hope you can get the picture of the 4 core colleagues of the fashion CEO who wants to build a corporation. Now, each of these core colleagues that I've mentioned, which is getting the business, doing the business, running the business, and growing the business, each of them can be described in a more technical way, right? That is akin to what we know about organizational charts as the 4 divisions of your business. Yeah, 4 divisions of your business. So the first division, which is responsible for getting the business, right, is called the sales and marketing division. So guys, let's start noting them down. Underneath the growing, getting the business aspect of your business, right, we now have the division called sales and marketing. Sales and marketing is that division of your fashion corporation that is responsible for getting sales, for marketing your brand and generating sales. That is what it is. I hope you're following, guys. The beauty of it is that getting the business responsibility that you have as a fashion CEO, being in the fashion business owner quadrant, is better described in terms of business terms as the sales and marketing division of your corporation. Because I need to point this out, your corporation is divided into 4 divisions. Like the military, we have the division, the airborne division, right? And we have and we have a logistics division, for example, right? So each division has a role that they are playing towards a singular objective. So in the same way, when you are building a corporation, there are 4 divisions that your corporation can be divided into. Don't mind all this English that we are speaking. There are 4 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divisions that your corporation can be divided into. Now, these 4 divisions, right? Wow, Doyinsonubi and Olaronke Agbale, you guys are the bomb. See the way you are capturing the points. I'm feeling like, I'm feeling like my head did here. Thanks guys. We are a wonderful team. Can you see the teamwork that we are doing, right? I see the Ishunubi, I see Olarunke, right? Olarunke Agbale. We are working together. I'm talking, you are capturing it. That's a system at work. So you are in charge of the typing. You guys are in charge of the typing, organ of this business system, while I'm in charge of the vocal and the visual, the vocal part of this business, of this system that we are operating right now. While Facebook, the technology Facebook, is responsible for the visual part of this system called Facebook Live webinar. Wonderful, guys. That's how it works. Okay, so let's get back to being serious, Joe. This is the deal. I said the first division, getting the business, right, that is responsible for getting the business, is called the sales and marketing division. The second division that is responsible for doing the business after sales and marketing division has brought the business. The sales and marketing department, sales and marketing division, they've brought the business. The second division that is now responsible for doing the business, right, consists of what? We call them client fulfillment division. So the first division is responsible for getting the business, and that division is known as your sales and marketing division. I hope you are feeling it. Sales and marketing division. I'm just enjoying myself, don't mind me. If you ask me to stand before a camera and be recording, I'll go no. I use glasses, so still camera tends to make my eyes dilate. But when I'm in front of an audience, I know like, oh, there are people at the end of this screen, at the back of this screen watching me, right? Yeah, I just enjoy myself. I'm in my element. So, guys, the second division, let's get back to business, is called the client fulfillment division. Client fulfillment division. So they are responsible for fulfilling the client's order and fulfilling the client's need, and bringing satisfaction to the client. Yeah, that's the second division, client fulfillment. The third division in your corporation that you are building as a fashion CEO is, can you guess it? Well, they are responsible for running the business. Well, the name is simply, and the name is finance and management. Finance and management. So in case you've heard of people that went to study business management in school, don't think they are the only ones. They are the ones in charge of running the entire corporation. They are not the only ones. There are too many aspects involved in running the corporation, right? So the division responsible for running the business, that is the business which is now the company, the fashion company, right? The division that is responsible for running it is, like I said, finance and management. Finance and management. Please let me capture it in the comments. Now, the final division is the strategic management division. Strategic management division. Yeah. Strategic management division is a wonderful division. That is where the board of directors, that is where the management, the C-suite level executives, that's where you find them. The chief operating officer, the chief financial officer, the chief executive officer like you, the chief technology officer, the chief investment officer, everybody is the chief there. And the board of directors. You find at that level executive directors, right? General managers. Good. I've broken them down for us. I wish you could just type in the comment section the names of the 4 divisions that I've mentioned. That will be like our exercise, so I can be sure that you guys are on the same explain with me. Okay, yeah, there shouldn't be missed some. Okay, don't worry, ma'am. We'll capture it for you. There are 4 divisions. The first of them is sales and marketing division, responsible for getting the business. The second is the client fulfillment division, responsible for doing the business. Now, the third is the finance and management division, responsible for your finances and the management operations, right? Operation management. And then also, which is known as running the business. Then the growing the business division, which is the strategic. So the growing the division, the growing the business part is called the strategic management division. So I'll run them again. First, sales and marketing division, client fulfillment division, finance and management division, and the strategic management division. Those are the 4. Yep. That we have. Now, each of these divisions now have departments. Already, some of them. So can you get now let's do a quick exercise together, right? In the comments, let's play a quick one. In the comments, what kind of departments do you know in organizations that can be put under the client fulfillment division, which is responsible for doing the business? So what kind of departments? You now get organized. This is where organizational charts now come in, right? Organizational charts, whereby you have we have a research and development department, we have production department, we have operations department, we have administrative department, we have finance department, we have accounting department. We just have so many departments, flowing. So now for client fulfillment, which departments can you remember in your working experience in the corporation fall under client fulfillment? That is those departments responsible for getting the business, for doing the business rather. So let me know in the comments. Okay, so I can see someone wrote here, second division doing the business, client division. Okay, wonderful. I don't care about she's done wonderful. Yeah, explain all of this. So I wish we could do this exercise, right? Time is of the essence. Anyways, let me look at the time now. Wow, we're at 6:15 already. Oops. Okay, and then we're only just getting started. Don't worry, it won't be long any longer. So okay, sales and marketing division. Wow, Oshinaike Oluwabumi, thank you so much for capturing all of this. Okay, yeah, the usually we said for client fulfillment. Yes, you are very correct. Customer service comes under client fulfillment. Yes, they are not the only units that are there, but they are very critical. Customer service, yes, serves customer fulfillment, the client fulfillment, because they are responsible for follow up when the customer has been served. Now, the part that is responsible for serving the customers. Now, when customers have placed order, I want to make this outfit. I want to buy these shoes. So what other department do you think that fall in that situation? What departments come under doing the business, which is fulfilling your client's orders? Apart from customer service actually does the job of following up to ensure that the customer is satisfied, and if there are issues, to rectify them before they blow out of proportion. Because customer service is responsible for customer retention in your business. So the business skill of customer retention is domiciled in the customer service unit. So okay, let me just help us out, right? Okay, I'm looking at the comments so that I'll be following you guys. Now, the interesting thing is that the client fulfillment division includes customer service, production department. Yeah, that is the production department responsible for producing the things that customers have placed order for. Then you have the delivery department or logistics department. Yeah, logistics and delivery. Yeah, let's just put them together, because for life of me, I don't know whether logistics is the same as delivery, but I know logistics has to do with the supply chain. So I only want to go to the supply chain as it were, but I'll just say the client fulfillment can be said to contain the customer service unit department, containing the production department, and containing the logistics department for delivery. Yep. So those are the 3 departments that are in there. So let's quickly note them down in the notes here. So we said production, customer service, and we've talked about logistics, because these are usually the 3 core units that are responsible. Now we have for running the business, right? For running the business, we now have no. Let's not go to running the business. For getting the business, you have just two departments: sales and marketing. Sales and marketing. Those are the departments that you need to have for getting the business. If your sales department suck, you will not be able to convert all the leads that are coming through this marketing department. If you don't have a well documented process for how you do your sales, how you follow up on leads, how you generate leads and prospects, how you do your research on customers and stuff like that, you will struggle. So now, I love this. Yeah, don't you be have it here? I love what you just said. Merchandising, production, and logistics. Well, merchandising will come. Yeah, let's say merchandising in terms of the sales, right? No, merchandising should be under sales, not under client fulfillment. Merchandising should be under sales, because merchandising comes under sales, as it were, because that's where you are responsible for making sure that the sale is done. So once the sale is generated, that's when the production comes in, as well as logistics and customer service. Okay, I like the way we have been engaged. We're being engaging in this Facebook Live. I love this. That's interesting. So like I said, guys, sales and marketing department, and under sales comes merchandising. Actually, merchandising now is the combination of all the activities involved in serving a customer, selling the product, from the visual merchandising, that's in store display, online store, or visuals, everything that you set in motion to generate sales, they come in under merchandising, and everything, all of them are under sales department. So sales and marketing, they are the two core departments for getting the business. Now, the core departments for client fulfillment are production, customer service, and logistics. Now, you can produce and have it in stock, pending the time customers place order. And there may be seasons where the orders that you get far outstrip the production that has been done. So that means that in that wise, you need to do what? You have your production team on hand to meet up with extra demand. So that's where that comes in. Now, when it comes to running the business, right, that core of running the business, the departments that you need to generate to create, right, includes your operations department, which is more or less like involving the administrative departments, running the facilities, facility management, and everything that goes into keeping the day-to-day operations of the workplace in order. Then you have there also, apart from operations, you have your human resources, that is HR, right? Human resources department, because that's the department where you are grooming your team. Remember that I said the business structure consists of team building and business systems. So you need your HR department. The HR department comes in under running the business. If you don't have the right hands to run the business will run down. Please help me with that punchline. If you don't have the right hands to run the business will run down. Yeah. So that means that for running the business, the division is finance and management. And what are you managing? You're managing the day-to-day operations. That's where administrative work comes in, as well as human resources, hiring the right persons, training your staff in-house. Because I remember Morolake Famodile, Follicles, she already has a system in place that handles the training of new staff that comes in, such that in 2 weeks they have an on-the-job training and they are able to run, their role, to perform their roles effortlessly without supervision. I was able to, that made it possible for her to travel to Ghana for 2 weeks, and the business was running smoothly. Went to Ghana, courtesy of Facebook, and traveled out of state, and the business was running smoothly. During the COVID-19 lockdown, she didn't even struggle per se, because our staff at home were producing according to specs, which she has trained them. So she has that system. So in the Parasys Pro program, we're teaching them to adopt a model. So that said, we have operations, we have HR, then we have accounting. Your accounting department. Accounting now has to do with what? All the financials of your business. It's not compulsory in your corporation that you need to hire accountants to work with you. You can hire somebody who can do the basic bookkeeping, but you pay an accountant to help you sort out your books. Okay, so that said, we have accounting, HR, and operations as it's were. Now, the beautiful thing is this: when you have these departments in place, then your business can run very, very well. Now, running the business also includes research and development, because you need to keep getting feedback from your customers. Courtesy of customer service. And then the research and development can continue. In fact, I would rather put research and development under client fulfillment. Am I permitted to do that? This is a new clarity I just gained. Research and development, I think, should come under client fulfillment, and for that it means it will be under customer service. So that is customer service, because customer service is responsible for ensuring that the customer is satisfied. At the same time, is responsible for capturing data, information, analytics of what is appealing to the customers, what they prefer to buy, what they prefer to wear, and the likes. So research and development should rightfully go under customer service. Yes, you need a research and development department. So if you are ready to work, for instance, and you outsource your production, all you need to have in-house is a research and development unit that does the constant research of what is trending, doing sales, doing trend forecasting, and getting feedback from your existing best customers to know what your customers enjoy, which keeps them loyal to your brand, and keep coming up with creative designs that appeal to your existing customers. Because for free, right now, customer loyalty is more important than getting new customers. Yeah, we're in the lockdown, and then you can secure your business more if you have loyal customers. So now the final part, the strategic management aspect. That is the division for the board of directors. BOD. That is where the strategic thinking for the future of your company is done. That is where strategic planning. When you hear of countries like Germany, countries like Japan, China having 10 years plan, 20 years plan in the future, projecting the future and planning ahead. All of this is done at the strategic planning point. That is why if you are a fashion business owner and all you are stuck with is day-to-day operation of making sure customers' clothes are ready, producing customers' clothes, or organizing one training after the other, or running after customers, to take a break, to refresh, and to take stock of how far you have gone and how far you are going, my dear, you will run down. Thank you, Emmanuel Imekamoke. You mentioned Vision 2020. Exactly. You, the business owner, the fashion CEO, you are responsible for the vision of the future for your organization. The vision that you capture, right, is what your team works with you to bring into reality. If they ask you, where are we heading for in the next 2 years, and you can't paint a picture, my dear, what are you in business for? You are not supposed to be a CEO. Hire somebody else who can think about the future for you. Now, for me, 2027, we should have billionaires in the fashion industry. How that happen? I'm leaning on God to guide. That's just a funny thing. I'm leaning on God to guide me. I don't have all the answer, but I could find time out to sit down and create a vision board and pray for guidance. Oh Lord, where do you want us to be? What direction do you want me to take this journey I have taken, right? I've embarked on in the fashion industry. I want us to have billionaires by 2027. Well, what if it doesn't happen by 2027? It means that the date has just been shifted. What if it happens before 2027? Then we dream bigger dreams. Then we have a new vision, right? So the fashion CEO is responsible for the vision work, WALK, the vision work of that corporation. Steve Jobs had a dream. He had a vision that one day the computers that were on people's table will be in people's pockets. Ain't that happening now? That is what visioning. You need it. There's the place of getting your hands dirty and then getting busy, trying to get things done, trying to make the bulk, trying to grow the business, trying to make more money, trying to get new customers. There's the place of finding out time to recharge and capture a new vision for the future. Because you may have outdone the current vision that you have. And this is one critical point that I need us to please take note of. Fashion solopreneurs are not usually known to have visions. Have we together? Fashion solopreneurs, they are not usually known to have vision because their major pain point is how to survive, how to thrive, how to survive and how to thrive. Which means that sales and marketing is at the forefront of their biggest pain points. However, if you have come to the place of fashion business owner, right, the fashion CEO, you realize that even when you do not do a lot of marketing, the income that you generate is enough for you to live a comfortable life and not have to have money problems. It is people at that point that can usually do what? Aim for the stars and start thinking big. That is why in my corporation, right, the coaching program that we have in the Fashion 6 Business School, the first level is the basic level, which we call Fashion 6 Basic. It is meant to show you marketing strategies and sales strategies for you to earn income, for you to generate sales, for you to increase your cash flow and make your cash flow to be very positive. Because a negative cash flow means you are broke. A positive cash flow means you have hope for the future. Now, when you know your marketing is working and sales are coming in and money is increasing and your pricing is being worked on such that there is a high profit margin that you are generating, then you can now hope to start thinking that now that money is coming in, you need to do what? Start planning for your business's growth, business's expansion. That is when things like being a fashion CEO, building business structure, which we'll discuss in this evening, that's when they come in. I mean, that's why we're here. So if you are in your business and you are sitting behind the machine and you've been sitting behind your machine for 3 years, my dear, you need deliverance. You need serious deliverance. Because when you start your fashion business, the first 3 years of your business operation is for you to monitor, to study your growth curve, to study how you are growing, to study the things that are working for you in all the core areas of your business, from sales to marketing to customer fulfillment, production, your production system, your invoicing system, and all of those systems that will help you to run your business at your level. Then you start documenting what worked for you, because what worked for you in your fashion business will not necessarily work for somebody else who is doing exactly the same fashion business, because we were not created equal. So as a result of this, documentation helps you to now do what? Have a business system. So imagine if you have been documenting all the things that you've been doing as marketing, which has worked for you to attract the right audience that you wanted, who can afford the right pricing that you desired. When you now are too busy to be able to handle all the marketing, at least you can employ someone and then show them all of those documented steps, so they know that while you are not available to continue the marketing activity for the moment, they can do what and do it. They already know how it will play. Let me give you an instance. In 2017, in 2018, I realized that for me to sell my programs and sell out, I needed to invite potential customers to a WhatsApp group where I taught a free class or series of free classes related to the coaching course or the coaching program that I was selling. And in the course of teaching them, many people now get convinced that I am legit. I'm not a scammer. I'm not like those that will collect money and then when it comes to training, they are just doing copy and paste of materials they went online to gather. And they are like convinced. I've seen people who call me and they are crying and saying, "Sir, you were just giving out too much information." And we are like, if this man is giving this much, what will it be like when we are on his training program? This one cares about us. And that's the reason why they paid. So I've documented it, and that's what works. That is why I created this Facebook Live. And we used a full 1 week to promote it so that people's minds can be, prepared for tonight. And do you want to tell me that you are not getting value from the class that we just held? Now, my point to you is this. Because I've been able to document that process, I'm able to use this strategy over and over and over with predictable results. But if I didn't document, then I'll be wondering, oh, let's run Facebook ads. Oh, let's talk to an influencer. Oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do that. In the hope that we will sell. I found out that organic marketing has delivered more results for me than paid ads. So I'm running paid ads to promote my free training, not most of the time to promote my paid training. Why? Because I have a documented process. So when I have a staff join us in the sales unit, we just hand over those documentation. So read PDF. Understand how we do things here. So when I'm asking you to come up with strategies that we will use, you will be able to deliver ideas that make sense, that are bound to deliver results. So this explanation I've given to us, right, is just for us to know how this is done. See, all of the departments that I've mentioned for us tonight, I intentionally mentioned them so you can have an idea, a proper idea of how departments within a corporation work hand in hand to deliver results. So you don't make the mistake of lumping your accounting department with your customer service department. They won't be able to deliver a coherent value. Rather, when you combine your sales and marketing, there is result. Thank you, Odonjonubi. Thank you for saying it. Organic works for you too. Now, if we tell people to come and pay for a coaching program to show them how to do organic marketing, they'll be like, what? What is that? Whereas when somebody else says, hey, come and learn how to do Facebook ads and make money, they rush. Then they run Facebook ads and they wonder why they are not making sales. Guys, please, let me do a quick marketing here. Right now, in Fashion 6 Pro Coaching Program, Fashion 6 Pro Coaching Program is 50K per quarter. Yeah, it's 50,000 naira per quarter. That's the cheapest in the market. However, it is not cheap for some people. For some people, it is, oh my God, I can't afford it. Yeah? And for some people, they are like, wow, if I get good value for my money, then I think I will give it a shot. And some people, they are like, I need it because I'm tired of doing everything by myself. I mean, let me give you an instance. One of my one-on-one coaching clients, present personal coaching clients, right? She chatted me up when I released the Fashion Startup course for free. And then she says, sir, I went through the course and I found out that in terms of business registration and profit management, I did not know how to do it well. So when I took that course, Fashion Startup, it clarified things for me. And she said, sir, I earn $1 million per month, but I cannot account for 50K in my account at the end of the month. I'm making wrong decisions. Please help me. And then I booked a strategy course session. We spent 1.5 hours instead of 30 minutes. We ended up, and at the end of the strategy session, she saw the things that she was wasting money on, the things, the niche, the loopholes she needed to plug, and her business will now become profitable. So it means that when you are at this fashion CEO level, your money problems are not the same as a fashion solopreneur. When I told some people that you can be earning $1 million a month and be broke, they were like, how possible? Why? Because they've not even made themselves rather. But this thing is real. So as fashion CEOs, you need to understand how they operate, the different departments of your corporation work together, such that even if you cannot employ, people to handle each of these departments that I just mentioned, right? What I usually suggest is you know how they all operate. So when you are employing one person, you can tell them you are handling sales and marketing. These are the things that you are handling in there. Okay, yeah, Don thank you for telling me to break it down. Guys, if you are considering joining the Fashion 6 Pro coaching program, where I am personally taking them through the different divisions of a fashion corporation. It's a year program that we are running right now, and we are not rushing things. We are building the business systems that is the documented processes for the sales and marketing division, client fulfillment division, finance and management division, and strategic management division. We are building them right now. We started since January. You will get access to the materials, the video classes that has been done so far. And I mentioned that Fashion 6 Pro is 50,000 naira per quarter. Per quarter means for 3 months. A quarter consists of 3 months. Now, the first quarter of this year was January, February, March, 3 months. Second quarter of 2020 was April, May, and this month June. In July, August, and September, we have the third quarter. So, if you join Fashion 6 Pro coaching program now, you will be paying 50,000 for 3 months, which means the next time you're paying another 50,000 naira subscription will be in October for another quarter. Fashion 6 Pro coaching program, I have it on good authority. I'm going to share video testimonials in the coming days anyways. I have it on good authority that my coaching students do 3 million and above per quarter. Not all of them, but many of them are doing 3 million and above. Like I have Abimbola, who got a contract to supply well over 20,000 face masks in in May alone, and then she did 2 million plus in June, in May, 2 million plus in May, and a little above, close to 1 million or so in April, when people were saying, oh, lockdown is here and there's problem, let's shut down, no money to be made. No, my people were doing well. Yeah, I had people who were doing in the last quarter, the last 3 months, they've been doing on the average of 700, 800, 900 per month. That is in the Fashion 6 Pro coaching program. Yeah, and what we do there is I break down business structure and then give them the tools, because there are tools that you need to now build business systems to support all these divisions that are in a fashion corporation. Yeah, good. So if you are earning 400k and above, please consider joining Fashion 6 Pro. If you are earning 300k and above, then we can consider you for Fashion 6 Pro. It is not an experimental platform. If you are not earning at least 300k, don't come, please. If you feel like you can risk it, then okay, you have to prove to me that you want to be part of it because it's a growth program. Yes. Now I have Fashion 6 Basic. Fashion 6 Basic is a coaching program, also a quarterly based coaching program, but it's 15k. What we are learning there is marketing strategies, sales strategies to increase your cash flow. That's what you are learning there. And next quarter, they are going to be learning video marketing for fashion business. They're going to be learning customer acquisition for fashion business, and they're going to be learning, which is the third, fashion photography, yeah, and the smartphone graphics. All of these things that will help you to, get your A game going on social media and offline in terms of using video for, for marketing. Whereas in Fashion 6 Pro, they are learning to build business systems. Everybody that is in Fashion 6 Pro gets Fashion 6 Basic free. So they don't need to pay an extra money. They pay 50k for 3 months. So the Fashion 6 Basic program is free. Yeah, I can see somebody said that Fashion 6 Pro is not for starters. Yeah, it's not for starters. So the vision we are pursuing is we want to raise billionaires in the fashion industry. And then it is based on your income earning power. So we are teaching people how to increase their income earning power. So anybody that is not getting up to 300k to 500k monthly should just join the Fashion 6 Basic program, and we groom your income. I shared a testimonial yesterday, right? A post on my Facebook page. You can take the page, scroll down after this Facebook live, you will see it there. When one of my Fashion 6 Basic members said she has done 600k as of half of the month. She has done 600k in Fashion 6 Basic, and she's already like, coach, I'm going for 1 million before the end of June. And she's already like, coach, I'm beginning to cry and shake because I'm afraid, like, coach, this thing is massive. And I said, my dear, you have entered the realm of those that need business structure. Join Fashion 6 Pro. It's as simple as that. Roseanne Wynn is saying, well done, sir. I'm a starter. Which program can I join? Please, Fashion 6 Basic is the program for you to join. Yeah, Fashion 6 Basic program. I'll copy you the link right now. I'll copy the link in the comments here that you can use to access Fashion 6 Basic coaching program. That is a 15k per quarter coaching program. That is where we lay the foundation for people's businesses. So when we lay the foundation for your business, right, then you can now do what? Scale up bit by bit, bit by bit. So that's how it is. For the sales and marketing division, there are now business processes that you can document called business systems. For example, marketing research business system is under marketing. Then which other one? Yeah, marketing research is under marketing. Lead generation system is under marketing. Those are advertising, and the marketing strategy system is under marketing. Those are three core business systems that make your marketing department functional. Like I said, marketing research business system, lead generation business system, and what's the third one? Advertising and marketing system, marketing strategies business system. For your sales department to function very effectively, we have the following: offers creation business system, we have a sales conversion business system, and there's one other, sales campaigns business systems. Here there's a way by which you can break all of this down, and then you realize that when you understand how they function, only a matter of you identifying who is that person, male or female, who has the talent, the skills, right, to undo this business system. Then hire them, and then you'll be fine. For instance, in my business, one of the things that we have in place is for you to join my sales team, you must be somebody that just loves talking on the phone for hours. I don't like talking on the phone, especially with people I don't know. But of recent, I found out that if I get on the phone talking with you, I end up converting people. And I've been understudying and like trying to document what is it that I've been doing that now makes people like, sir, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to sign up. And I'm like, oh, whatever I've been telling them, however I've been talking to them, the mannerisms in which I've been, engaging, I need to start documenting and teach the people who enjoy talking a lot and they come in. Okay, so Fashion 6 Basic, ma'am. Fashion 6, the Fashion 6 Basic, are there videos or note or both, please? Yeah, Fashion 6 Basic has gone a step further. Fashion 6 Basic from next quarter, July to September, is featuring mentoring, one-on-one mentoring. Members of the Fashion 6 Pro coaching program will be mentoring those in the Fashion 6 Basic program. We want real fashion designers, fashion bespoke tailors, people that run fashion houses too, who are now doing 7 figures to hold their colleagues who are in the basic program and pull them up. So there's mentoring program coming up. There are video courses. If your Fashion 6 Basic program actually has 2 arms. There is the one for ready to wear people, and there is one for bespoke tailoring people. Because we are focused on the apparel sector of the fashion industry. So if you are into bespoke tailoring, if you join Fashion 6 Basic, then you will be put in the Fashion 6 Basic Bespoke Coaching Program. It's a combination of video classes and text-based classes on WhatsApp, on a closed WhatsApp group. That's how it works, for Fashion 6 Basic. But for Fashion 6 Pro, Fashion 6 Pro members already get Fashion 6 Basic free, which is focused on sales and marketing. But the Pro program itself is video, strictly video, and we're making use of Zoom. Yeah, Zoom is the platform that we have. We have a subscription plan on Zoom that we make use of video, weekly video classes. When we have the classes, the first hour of the class, we are reviewing all the assignments, all the work you have done in the past 1 week, how much you made, what worked for your business, what isn't working. We'll do that in the first hour. Then the second hour, we now talk about the coaching call, the topic for that particular day. We do that every Tuesday, and then I give them assignments for the week. Then they have 1 week assignment of documenting every of the sales systems we have identified underneath each division of their fashion business. So that's how it works. Yeah, I can see that Mr. Emmanuel is asking, any chance you could do a Corona relief scheme deal for Fashion 6 Basic Coaching Program? Yeah, the Corona relief package that we have for Fashion 6 Basic is that you can pay twice. You pay 10K first installment, and in 4 weeks you balance. It used to be 3 weeks, but we can extend 4 weeks, you balance the remaining 5K. Then when you balance the remaining 5K, you get video marketing course, customer acquisition for fashion business course, and if you are into bespoke tailoring, you will get fashion starter course free. Fashion starter course, I mentioned earlier that the fashion starter course, right, will help you has helped people to do $1 million and above in their fashion business. So that's why we made it available for bespoke tailors, so that they can apply it in their business, quickly grow, and move to Fashion 6 Pro. Then if you are fashion starter, what you will get instead is how to start your ready-to-wear business course, how to make profit, to sell out your ready-to-wear collections, everything related to ready-to-wear. That's what you will get. I want to steal fashion starter, you will not get fashion starter at half the price, which is 10K, because the full fee for fashion starter is 20K. So that's how we have it structured. By the time you get all of these resources we are talking about, you may feel overwhelmed. The business of fashion is very deep. So it's something that requires collaboration between those that are into the fashion training line and those of us that are into the business of fashion aspect. Because one aspect can swallow the other, and before you know it, with all your good intentions, you may get lost. The fashion basic program is running on a quarterly basis, that is 3 months basis. Now 3 months renewable, that means that in 3 months we will focus on 1 or 2 marketing strategies for that 3 months and teach you and hold you accountable until you perfect those marketing strategies. And while you are doing that, you are watching your sales goal, because the minimum sales goal that you should be targeting in Fashion 6 Basic is 100K. So as you target 100K, you are doubling your sales goal once you achieve it. If you cannot do it, there are other ways by which you can quickly increase your income earning power. But one of the simplest one is that when you meet one particular sales target, you double it. So Fashion 6 Basic runs every quarter. It runs every quarter. So that means that when you join us from July to September, by the time we are done in September, we are doing a review. How much have you earned? What is now your earning power? That is how much is the highest that you have earned in a month within the 3 months. So it means that their earning power has increased to 300K. Then when we compare that to Fashion 6 Pro, they've not yet arrived. They need to get to like 400K, 500K. So they can renew and continue with the Fashion 6 Basic program. So the next quarter is a different marketing strategies. I have it on good record, at least 40 marketing strategies that can be used by a fashion business to succeed. At least 40 marketing strategies that needs time to be taught. One of them is acquisition marketing, one of them is referral marketing, one of them is announcer strategy marketing, announcer strategy, that's what I call it. Then we know of dress evangelism, now that's another marketing strategy. Then there are some other marketing strategies. The content marketing is a strategy. That's why we're having this Facebook Live. Right? It's a marketing strategy. Imagine us taking video marketing for 3 months. Ifeme Uche is saying, can the Fashion 6 Basic run for 6 months? My dear, I have people on Fashion 6 Basic that have been there with us for 2 years. Now they are now upgrading to Fashion 6 Pro because it's an income-based program. Now let me explain something about Fashion 6 Basic, please, so that we don't get it twisted. Fashion 6 Basic runs on a quarterly basis. You are not under compulsion to stay there permanently. Interested in people whose destiny is stagnated. The purpose of the Fashion 6 Basic program is to help you increase your earning power. Do you know what we call earning power? Let me quickly break it down. For some people, their earning power right now is 50K. That means all the have, all the wisdom that they have, all the intelligence that they've gathered, all the exposure that they have cannot fetch more than 50K per month for them in business. That means that there are things that they don't know, that if they knew, they could be earning more. Income earning power is 100,000, and for some of them, they've arrived. I have women in my coaching program that were doing less than 50K and grew to 250K, and because they started earning double of what their husbands were earning, they started misbehaving at home. I told them they will not last long in the program because there will be trouble at home. And for some of them, there were trouble at home and they had to pull out of the coaching. So it's about your income earning capacity. You look at your own future and you tell yourself, how much am I worth that I can gain, that can build my business to become? Then we are there to coach you. Now the maximum income bracket for you to still stay in the Fashion 6 Basic coaching program is 500,000. Once you hit 500,000 naira monthly or regularly, then we encourage you to move to Fashion 6 Pro, because you may decide to stay there because you are enjoying that platform and you are learning new marketing strategies. But I can assure you that there's a limit that whatever you learn in Fashion 6 Basic will get you to. All of the things I've shared with you tonight, there are some Fashion 6 Basic members that are here watching this Facebook Live. Because all of these things I just did here as a free Facebook Live with them in Fashion 6 Basic, because if we just information. You get so quarterly coaching program. I mean, it runs every quarter. You can be with us for 3 months and decide not to continue, and then you become, or you may decide like, oh, I'm not yet where I want to be in my income earning power, and you decide to do what? Continue for another 3 months. Okay. Oshina Kyolawabumi is saying, sir, is there hope for those who run fashion as a side business? There's a lot of hope for you, more than even those that are running fully, because by the time you get sucked into my program and you potential that is coming in, it won't be long before you start thinking of work. You can bet me on that. Decide like, I need to leave my job when my business is beginning to pay me times 2 of what I'm earning in my job. What's the point of still maintaining that job? And then you'll be so amazed like, wow, so this is me that I am able to grow. This new, one of the things that I'll be doing is I'll be sharing posts that will feature screenshots of testimonials of the members of the Fashion 6 Basic Program and videos of those that are in the Fashion 6 Pro program, so people can at least know that this thing is real and that they can be helped and they can make it and they can scale. You know, this is our 3rd year in fashion, focusing on the fashion industry. You know, and we are still here and we will still be here because the vision is to raise billionaires in the fashion industry. So Fashion 6 Basic is going to equip you with the requisite skills to do marketing and sales and increase your income to 500k and above. Then when you reach the 500k mark, you can now decide that you want to move to the 1 million naira mark. See, when you start earning 500k and above monthly, life is good. You will begin to see visions of your future, not the one that condition is painting for you right now. When you get to that point, you will now start seeing that it's easy for you to think of parting with 50k so you can learn how to be making 1 million per month. And then when you get there and you find yourself like, oh, I'm doing 1 million per month, then it will be easy for you to say, can I have one-on-one coaching, sir? Because this vision inside of me is bursting out. You need to be there to experience it. So guys, I think I've reached the point where we need to put an end to today's class. Thank you so much for giving me the time to explain the Fashion 6 Basic Coaching Program and the Fashion 6 Pro Coaching Program. Both of them are wonderful programs to help you at whatever level you are in right now in your fashion business, right? We will rise together. The motto of Fashion 6 Business School, my personal brand motto, the motto of my organization is we rise together. We rise, and I mean it. We will rise together. So we have started the journey. I don't want you to give up now. We've come this far and we've come too far to give up. So let's make it happen. The Fashion 6 Basic Coaching Program or the Fashion 6 Pro Coaching Program, depending on where you are presently in your income earning power or your hunger to quickly grow, is what I want you to please fuel and make the most of it. We are starting our new quarter in July, but registration is starting already. So Fashion 6 program is starting July. Yeah, the next edition is starting July. I think July 4. The first full week of July. I think it should be July 4, July 5, thereabout. Yeah. However, the thing is that some of the bonuses that you are seeing that we are giving out for Fashion 6 Basic, they will not be available for those that sign up in July or that sign up after July 4. So they will not be available. So hurry up and lock down that space right now. Yeah, guys, thank you very much. We rise together. God bless you. Tomorrow we are starting a 6-day masterclass on WhatsApp. The 6-day masterclass, they will be learning smartphone graphics, they will be learning video marketing here, and they will be learning fashion photography from Monday to Saturday. Yeah, and we are doing that to give people a taste of what they will be experiencing in Fashion 6 Basic Coaching Program and Fashion 6 Pro Coaching Program come July. If you are not yet in that group, sorry, you're already missing out, because I think the group should be filled to 256 by now. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you. Make the most of what you've learned today, and if you feel like you need a strategy call session, you can chat me up on WhatsApp and let's have a discussion on how we can grow your business together. Have a lovely night rest, guys. God bless you. It's been a pleasure having you all around here. So that will be all for now. Thank you. Okay.